Yeah. Yo, I need to start dropping vids where, just throw your predictions out there. I call around to all the heavy hitters behind the scenes, and I talk to them all the time about fights that I'm unsure about. But there are just certain fights that I just won't make a prediction for. Some fights are just, they're just gimmies in my eyes, like it should be no thought. Like the Porter fight, I didn't feel there should have been a prediction for Porter versus Malignaggi. It was just the fact that Porter, when has Malignaggi actually, shown his heart? Malignaggi doesn't really show that he has heart. Anybody with a better boxing regimen than Malignaggi or just more ring generalship, he's a great commentator. He could talk about, getting to the spot. He could talk about what a boxer should do, but him actually doing it is a totally different story, So, I just felt there was no point in making that prediction. I had Porter, from day one. I wasn't really that surprised either on the knockout. It seemed like anybody with heart, anybody with just a better, boxing skill set than Malignaggi will beat him every single time. Remember when he even had the belt, he was avoiding people. He just got a title shot, a fight after that, and then another title shot. Thurman called you out mad long ago. You ain't knocking on his door. He been sitting there for a minute, So, with that being said, I wasn't really that surprised. This is actually a response vid for BoxingWave. Shout outs to BoxingWave, y'all. Y'all know what it is. If y'all don't know who's doing good in the sport, just check out niggas' subscribers. They keep going up, Obviously, people want to hear more from them. Shout outs to Dante's Boxing Nation. He don't get him much love and credit. He keeps on talking about the racial antics, and I've been there heavy. At the time when the Pac-Tars were trying to reign heavy, my comment section was full of, monkey this, nigga that, but we just keep coming back with the facts, what's actually happened. Not what you want to happen or you wish would happen, but what's actually going on. So, shout out to Dante for staying strong and keep swinging with the fences, Let's move on. As far, this is a response vid to BoxingWave, shout outs to my nigga Bernie down there. That's my dude, man. Birdbine, that shit's great. It's a class. I need to watch this shit. Shout outs to BoxingWave, man. As far as the Mike Alvarado versus Marquez fight, USA. It's just funny how we can both, have a good assessment about the sport and then be on totally different paths, Not like that. I feel what you mean as far as wisdom, as far as, respecting your elders, as far as just being a veteran to the game. Being a veteran to the sport. Floyd treats it like it's a game. But anyway, being a veteran to the sport, I can understand why people would pick Marquez, But this is one of those gimme fights that I'm going to just throw out there. And it's Mike Alvarado in my eyes. Just for the fact that you got the youth on his side. His jab is a lot better. He doesn't have to really get tangled up with Marquez. We haven't really seen Marquez really go get somebody. When's the last time we've actually seen Marquez, when you look at the Rios fight, Rios is just a banger, anybody with okay boxing skills can probably stay away from Rios. He had a little bit of trouble. So somebody who is not a banger, I think those are the people who pose a threat to Alvarado. But as far as Marquez, I think the youth is going to catch up with him. I think that just the stiff jab is going to catch up with him. Just the defense of Alvarado is going to be a little bit better than Marquez, This is just one of those fights where it's like, seemed like a pretty easy fight in my eyes as far as, Marquez has it, but you have to really go at Marquez for him to come back at you, Other than that, you could literally stay away from Marquez. Marquez doesn't really even have a jab, if I'm not mistaken. If he does, he doesn't use it that damn often, but you know, that's just my opinion. Niggas got their opinion. Drop your vids, man. I'm going to start doing predictions on just people who I think, you know, people might be unsure about. And not really I'm unsure about it. I do video, you know, my predictions. I call up people, you know. Shout outs to Pull Counter. Shout outs to Blood Fist. Haven't spoke to Zone in a minute. Shout outs to 78. Shout outs to who the fuck else I speak to? Excuse me. Shout outs to Boxologist. Shout outs to, you know what it is, man. I call you up. I gotta speak my mind. I gotta find out some shit about this boxing I'm unsure about. I call niggas. I don't really care. You know. I keep on missing shit. Niggas, yo. Shout outs to Chris Caban. Shout outs to Boxing Beats and Rhymes. Yo, I keep on missing. The invite comes in. It's like notification. They want you to join. I'll join. And then the shit would kick me right out or it'd be over already. Or I got an invite for the 17th. I joined it. It said that the shit was on the 16th. So I'm trying to get it down. It's Google Plus shit. I definitely want to hop in there, you know, and give my thoughts on certain fights and certain outlooks. One thing I haven't heard from anybody is nobody's discussing the Broner fight. Maybe I should do a prediction on that real quick. Broner versus, yo, man. Broner versus Molina, man. I don't know. Can we see Broner actually box here? You know, can Broner actually move his fucking feet? Is Broner flat-footed? I had to walk around and ask that shit, a couple times to find out. Another prediction I got that I'm super happy about is the Lomachenko versus Gary Russell fight. I mean, it's been a long time. This boy is going to arrive at this fight. And nobody's going to like it. I know. People don't like Gary just because he has a threat of actually doing something in the sport. But I got Gary to win that fight. Excuse me. He does have to work on his longevity. He does have to work on his trying to get to the, being a 12-round fighter, So I still got him for that fight. As far as Broner is concerned, Broner's funny. Broner is like the new Berto in the sport. Berto's about to fight again. Nobody's speaking about that. Berto's about to fight Soto Clalas. So that should be a good fight. They seem about evenly matched, a fight that I'll probably call around about. But when it comes to Broner and Molina, I'm a pick Broner. Broner has the skill set to do so. I think he's just so cocky sometimes it gets to him. Before he got that fame the way he did, as far as DeMarco, he wasn't as cocky as he was. He was very cautious in the ring. When he fought Eloy Perez, he wasn't taking any chances when he could have. Then all of a sudden he wants to start walking down other guys later on when he fight, when he starts fighting them. So Broner has it to do it, it seems like, again. But will he be humbled enough? Will he be mature enough to, be an adult about this and, show that he can actually win the fucking fight that people are unsure about. So, hey, we never know. I know Molina has a lot on his back also because of the fact that, Dante explained just they don't believe that blacks are that good as a boxer, They look at blacks and certain slick fighters as he's not knocking guys out. And I've been hearing that lately too. People mad about there's been knockouts lately and blood, what up, nigga? Blood boxing, what up, nigga? You've been squeaking, but I'm going to put my prediction now as far as Floyd versus Porter. And you're going, hey, I'm going to just give you facts. As far as why Floyd going to kill that boy if it ever came to it. But I'm going to get, it's going to be crazy. We're going to get into all that later. But people are just, there hasn't been knockouts in the welterweight division. I think BoxingWave said it too. There hasn't been that many knockouts. Listen, I don't go off of knockouts, my niggas. I can care less if there are any knockouts in the sport. Just for the fact that boxers tell people all the time, if the knockout comes, it comes. I don't go looking for it. Floyd will tell you 24/7. If it comes, it comes. Other than that, I'm going to break them down physically and mentally. But that's just my take on the upcoming fights. And shout outs to all the house parties. Let's get it on. Shout outs to the upcoming fights coming up.